Hi Capricorn, thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is going to be a timeless message for you guys. So the channel message that I got was renal, 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 FYI. So I was confused. I'm like, what does renal mean, right? So I looked it up. I looked up what renal. So first of all, I just typed in renal, right? And what came up was renal failure or renal disease. So I'm like, okay, what is that? So apparently, renal failure or renal disease has to do with the kidneys, right? So I am no doctor. I ain't no doctor, right? But that's what came up. A disease or failure. With that being said, the other message that came with that was don't resist help or wait too late to seek help. All right? But what interests me is because the kidneys came up, I was like, okay, because again, I'm not a doctor. I was like, well, what's the spiritual meaning behind the kidney? So I'm going to look it up. We're going to look it up together. Kidneys, spiritual. Actually, what chakra? Let's see. What chakra is associated with the kidneys? The root chakra. The root chakra, which is responsible for grounding, stability, and a sense of security. And then there's another one that says sacral chakra. So the lower two chakras, okay? Aside from your feet. According to this article here, kidneys are associated with the sacral chakra or the second chakra. This chakra is associated with the color of orange and the element of water. Let's go back to... Actually, let me open another tab. Let me not do it that way. So renal failure. What happens with renal failure? Renal failure or kidney failure is a condition in which the kidneys lose the ability to remove waste and balance fluids. This can turn into a chronic disease or complete failure, which I am obviously not wishing that on you, Capricorn. But I feel like this is a metaphor. Hopefully, this is not literal for anyone. If you know you've been going through something in your body and you've been feeling it in your body, please go to a doctor. I think that's a warning. I think this is just like a confirmation. It may not be as serious as, kidney failure or something like that. But if you know you've been feeling something, just go to the doctor. Don't wait too long. You deserve treatment, okay? I know it's scary to know sometimes, but essentially, I feel like I said, this is more like a metaphor, hopefully, that not to wait. Like I said, don't wait for assistance for too long, or don't wait to reach out. Okay? So with that being said, Capricorn. With that being said, sorry, birds distracted me just now. Yeah. Another thing too, right? A lot of traditions and cultures believe that if you store, like when we store stress or internalize feelings, or just yeah, when we don't release properly, it turns into disease, it turns into sickness in the body. So with that being said, again, kidney failure, the kidneys lose the ability to remove and balance. Remove and balance. Don't wait too long to remove something before it gets out of balance. I hope I said, I hope you can hear me over the fan. I think I mentioned the fan. I don't remember if I did. Okay, well, I really hope it's not too loud. But anyway, remove and balance. Renal. Now the kidneys are very important, right? Kidneys and liver, very important organs. Our body will go into shock if they fail, okay? So you don't want to send yourself into a shock, into a bodily failure or bodily ailment, all because you're internalizing something. What is this? We got the King of Cups. That's an icy combo. King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. These two, one on its own is very sharp-tongued, very sharp-minded, and can be very mean. So you could be dealing with someone who is very nasty. All of the synonyms of that, right? I don't read this deck in reverse, but we're going to take a look into the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Like I said, one of these heifers on their own is a lot to deal with. But two, ganging up. So you can also be dealing with someone ganging up on you. This could also be residual trauma from your childhood, residual hurt from a past relationship or whatever it may be. It's something that is residing, that's what it is. Something is residing in your body, in your mind, in your energetic field for too long. It is and has been, but should be no longer. Okay? Now, if you want to, because cards have different meanings in different ways, right? If you want to remove that icy feeling, because this is just what I feel like the energy you receive. If you want to remove that and look at the bright side of these two, the King of Cups speaks about ultimate, supreme emotional balance, supreme understanding of self. The Queen of Swords is all about ultimate knowing. Something like the High Priestess. Knowing, having that information, having that the Queen of Data, put it like that. Queen of Knowing. So for some of you, I really hope that you have not been stalling on receiving help because you feel like you got this, or you just, maybe this is stemming from an issue of you don't know how to ask for help, which is a valid thing. A lot of people don't know how to ask for help. Or there's like a guilt associated with asking for help. There's a guilt associated with healing yourself to the fullest and focusing on that. Yeah. People like to guilt people for stupid shit. When you really think about that, that's really stupid. How you gonna guilt me for wanting my health to be optimal? So I feel like if that's the feeling, if that's the feeling that you've been experiencing or harboring, like you feel guilty if you take off from work and take that self-care day because somebody else needs you, You gotta cut that out because that can turn, just like renal failure, that can turn into something very, I don't want to say the word, but the D word, edly, very edly, okay? Because I don't wish that upon my Soul Tribe collective. But shit can get real. Like I said, a lot of cultures believe that if you harbor stress and harbor just negative feelings and you don't release or find healthy ways to release, it turns into disease or sickness, ailments. Okay? And I think the root chakra and sacral chakra are, like I said, the first two, if you want to count your feet. But it's like the core, right? Actually, yeah, it's in that core area where our abdomen, our core is where most of our organs are, right? Pretty much all of our internal organs, except for, others. But this area, especially this area, people tend to internalize things in their gut. That's why a lot of people have gut issues and just cravings for things that they don't need. That's why I say your gut feeling. If you don't follow your gut feeling, it's a real thing. Your gut can feel it. Your gut feels when you're rejecting yourself and rejecting healing. It's not just an external thing. Oh, my gut feeling told me about so-and-so. It got to tell you about yourself too. And I think that is the issue. I feel like you haven't been paying enough attention to just your gut, your body, your healing, your release. Your release. Shake it off. All right, so let's pull. Oh shit, I didn't even pull from this deck, child. I've been yapping. Capricorn. King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Almost had the Lovers come out. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Don't reduce yourself to a knight, especially a knight that don't have any direction. Because when you sending off a knight, when the king sends off a knight, he wants it upright. He wants the knight to have the knowledge. This is the plan. You're gonna follow the game plan. When this little sucker is in reverse and he not listening, it's just like watching someone run in a circle on a horse. At that, it looks crazy. Okay, so Spirit doesn't want you to run in the circle on a horse, the horse being your body, that power, that endurance, that drive you have to get up and move and be physical every day. You don't want to take that for granted, okay? Is what I'm really picking up on. Don't take your body for granted, Capricorn. Don't take your release however you feel like it. Boxing, dancing, swimming, gardening, whatever your release is, be intentional that as I'm doing this, I am releasing shit. If you, let's say you're gardening, as I release this energy, I am now sowing a seed of confidence. I am planting a seed of love. I release, I don't know, self-deprecation. I release that and I am planting longevity, whatever the heck it may be. I feel like Spirit also wants you to be, that's what it is, be intentional with your healing. Not just, I'm going to the doctor and I gotta fix this and, I feel like you, Capricorn, whoever is watching, You are a part of my soul tribe collective, right? So you're more spiritual than that. So you gotta find the spiritual reason behind this. What is the cause behind what's happening right now? Okay, do you resonate with that? Is that something that you see you can release energetically? Okay, you gotta be way more intentional with your healing right now. There's definitely a huge, huge, huge mind, body, spirit connection, and it's strong. All right, it's not just, oh, I'm healing my body because I'm tired of feeling this way. Well, you got to heal your mind and your spirit with that. Soul, you're doing soul healing. I want my soul to elevate. Well, you got to cleanse the physical, cleanse the mental, the mind. You want to think better? Hey, maybe you got to eat better, feed your body better, um, do things that connect your body or connect your mental to your body or soul. Whatever, however it works out, it got to be a bit more intentional. Yep. We got the moon, and the Ten of Swords. No longer can you just do it half-assed. Capricorn, no more half-assed healing. It's full mind, body, soul. Full mind, body, soul. Full mind, body, soul. Okay, yeah, you get the point. You get the point. You get the point. If you want to take some herbs, you gotta tell the herbs, hey herb, you supposed to heal me in this way. So I'm gonna speak this into you, and as I drink you or consume you or rub you on to me, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, be intentional. Do I want this one? I want this one. So we're gonna pull the oracle. We're gonna close this out for you. Cap. All right, Capricorn, put a cap on it. Put a cap on that half-assed healing. Oracle for Capricorn. Na. Cast a circle. Healthy health. Hold on. Healthy boundaries, mental, are crucial for growth. All right, so we got health. Health is wealth, right. Boundaries are also wealth because it protects us, it protects the body, it allows the body to heal, and the mind and the spirit to heal. And then we got crucial for growth. Again, in order to grow, we can grow physically, right? We have growth spurts. We grow from adolescence into adulthood. Our hair still grows. We can grow mentally. We can expand our minds mentally. What else? Spiritually, we can expand our knowledge and the rituals, the healing. You get the point. All of it is there. Mind, body, soul. So again, cast a circle. Healthy boundaries are crucial for growth. We're going to leave that there. Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that if you feel like it. Bye.